to the channel. I hope you're doing amazing today. We've got a collective message. So someone knows, whoever you're dealing with, that they need to decide between you and someone else. This has been like an ongoing kind of collective message. So take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. And thank you so much for joining. If you're new, welcome. Hopefully you're able to take a message. And if you're a returning subscriber or a member, welcome back. Thank you so much for all the support. So let's get right into it. So yeah, literally, wow, look at that. Off the hop, we've got the 8 of Cups in reverse, 2 of Wands, and the 8 of Wands in reverse, followed by the 9 of Cups. So for a long time, you've been in a stalemate position when it comes to a particular relationship. You know that this person's either been non-committal with you or has had options between you and someone else. This is either someone they previously dated or you're the someone they previously dated. So put the shoe where it fits for you in your story. But basically this person knows that you're fed up of being an option and you're on your way to your own passion and your own wish fulfillment. They left you no choice. It's like after all this time said and done and this person playing games back and forth, you kind of feel like this is where you're at. And so this person feels the pressure. They know that they have to choose between you and someone else. Otherwise, it's like they know that both of you are going to leave their life, if not for sure you. And the vibe I get from this, like, definitely is going to be both. That's going to be kind of the karma of this person, just for being so indecisive. So let's see what happens. So first we've got a King of Coins in reverse and the 5 of Wands. So in the past, this person was very much so focused on what made them happy versus others. They were like a self-fulfilling person, especially when it came to connections. Say if this was a masculine you were dealing with, like they definitely had more than 2 options. And if it was a feminine, it's like they had the 2 options. But regardless of that, wow, 222 on this reading. So thank you so much everyone joining in. So yeah, basically all I feel like though is with the King of Coins in reverse, you could have been dealing with either an earth or a fire sign. We've got with the wand energy there, a little bit of water energy with the cups. But this person definitely liked to have fun, have options, and didn't like to commit. They were someone who I feel like was scared of commitment, absolutely, in a sense, because the more options they had, the more it made them feel secure. But those options around them feel really insecure, and for some of you, it's causing a lot of conflict in your life. With this 7 of Swords being in reverse, they know that they need to make an option soon. It's like for some of you, they're with this other person and they spend more time with this other person than they do with you. And this other person has started to notice there's something going on that they're giving elsewhere. And for some of you, just that they're no longer interested. Look at that. So the person they're with feels like no matter how much energy, time, or attention they give them, they're just taking from them. And it's like whoever else is dealing with your person knows that there's someone else in the picture. I feel like they could have found out, they could have went through their phone, or they could have just noticed the way that they act and their energy being so cold and reserved, and could have approached your person, and your person was either honest or dishonest. Now with the Alchemist there, for a lot of them, they were dishonest, thinking that they were going to be able to figure out who is the best suitor and move forward from there. Spirit said otherwise. Spirit said, okay, there's no way that this person can have both options and just drop one without being truthful to both. So this is where this came into play. So for a lot of you, you either got the download from Spirit or somehow you knew either through this person or through something, social media, through others. You could add friends that informed you that they had another person involved. And when it comes to this other person, they found out because of your person. They either saw it on their phone or could tell by the way your person was acting. There was something that was a giveaway for this, let's call them the karmic third party. And let's just say the third party. So for the third party, it's like there was something that gave it away. For a lot of you, this is someone karmic because with the Rescuer in reverse, Your person, if they left you for someone else, they thought that this new option was going to save them from all their past worries and troubles and let them have a new start in life. So the shadow attribute, since it's in reverse here, says assumes that the rescued will reciprocate, keeps the rescued one needy. So your person has a tendency to keep those around them in limbo, especially when it comes to relationships. They feel some sort of control when they do this and feel like that way they're able to decide which option is going to be more well suited for them. Now, the only problem with this is, think about everyone being hurt in this situation. You definitely have most definitely thought about yourself being hurt by this person numerous times if they've been so undecisive and indecisive. And when it comes to this other party they've got involved too, same thing. So it's like the two of you that are options, and if there's more options for a select few of you, there may even be 3 people involved. You are warriors. You are really seen for surviving and overcoming so much in life, and especially when it came to this relationship, this uneven, unbalanced relationship that you were kind of just placed in at the careless hands of someone else. Now, for a lot of you, this person, there you go, tower moments have continued to occur as they haven't been honest with you and those in the situation. You could either have been in a marriage or a long-term commitment with this person, and if not, definitely the other person involved with them is. For some of you, a select few of you, it's both of you that are involved in long-term commitments with this person and maybe had no idea until more recently that this was the situation at hand. Could be dealing with a Scorpio, a Taurus, and we've got Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces with the King of Cups here. Now, with the King of Cups, it's someone who's very emotional, emotionally balanced, giving, loving. So your person, they were that way when it came to attaining you and this other third-party relationship. They were very emotionally available, wanting to be around you a lot, wanting to be affectionate, making you feel like you had a chance to have a long-lasting, solid commitment with this person with no other parties involved. Because with the Hierophant there, it represents marriage and long-lasting commitments. So I feel like for a lot of you, you never thought that this person was trying to have growth elsewhere as well. And it's like with the 9 of Pentacles here, you thought you were building something long-term with this person, as I feel like the third party does as well, just to find out that this person was giving to both. So here's this person in the dilemma, knowing that there's qualities they love about both, and knowing that there's things they don't like about both. How, for example, you are the person that challenges them to be more monogamous and committed when it came to a relationship and stop being so passionate and flighty. You tried to teach this person to have a balance, that it was okay to have a lot of emotions and passion and love towards someone, but to know what it means to commit as well, to give your heart just to that one person, that soulmate type of love, and to truly stay balanced and committed with them. Now with the Magician, this is your person. They tried to manifest the 2 relationships to work out in harmony without being honest to either party of what they were doing. Spirit said no way was this going to continue. Something had to change. Something had to give in this scenario, because it almost was disrespectful. Well, not almost. It was disrespectful to you and this other person involved in the relationship, thinking you were in a committed relationship. With the 3 of Wands in reverse, 8 of Wands, you could have definitely been dealing with a fire sign as well. We've got Aries, Leo, Sag. But all the signs we have are earth, water, and fire. No air so far, so if those signs resonate for you, go ahead and hit that like button. But yeah, definitely just know that this person has literally come to some sort of awareness. What they were doing, it's draining not only you and this other person involved, but most importantly, them. It's causing them repeated tower moments. It's causing them to lose things they don't want to lose control of because they're trying to control other people's lives. By not being honest, by not giving you or this third party the choice if you want to be in an open relationship. ultimately, if you've already discovered this, for a lot of you, you could have walked away already from this person. And you're on your path doing your own journey, trying to find that true love, that person that wants to give their heart to you. This person sees that. The further you run away from them, the more they are drawn away from this third party and interested in you, because they're drawn to you like a magnet. For a lot of you, you and this person are twin flames. You have a very strong connection between you. A bond that cannot be broken. Yet this person tries repeatedly to test that bond, and not in a positive way to strengthen it, but only merely to damage it and to break it. If this person was committed to you and the way you were and wanted to see things grow, then they wouldn't have had multiple other options, or at this moment in time be giving to another person. So it's like this person's words don't match up with their actions. And this is a huge issue in the relationship for you and this person. Ultimately, this person knows this, and this is why they run to this other person. Because for a lot of you, this other person is the newer party who has no involvement in any previous drama or even knowing what's happened between you and this person. It's like your person only has to tell them what they want to. So for them, they feel like it's a new start in love, a place they can truly just paint themselves as who they want to be, because they're not necessarily being truthful, knowing that they have this other connection with you that's so strong. And for some of you, they're still involved with you, yet they're giving to someone else without letting them know that their heart belongs with someone else. And this is what breaks everyone's hearts, because if your person's just trying to move on from you, you've separated and you're on your own path, they're on their own path. This person's trying to give to someone new, and this other person, this third party involved, has no idea that their heart truly belongs with you. And this person is aware of that. Your person knows, very much so. But they're trying to deceive themselves by walking away, by going where the path is easier, by where they don't have to place all this responsibility in themselves or on the relationship and with you. Your person would rather manifest what they think to be an easier outcome. And ultimately, this is where their karma is coming into play, because rescuer in reverse, now they're being seen as someone who needs to be the rescuer. They need to fix the situation. They need to decide between you and this other person. For a lot of you, your person knows that you're fully aware that they've been giving to this other person, and they watched you walk away. They started giving to this other person, though, before you walked away, ultimately. And now they're watching you grow your pentacles, your new life, and your new beginning. After all the pain and destruction and heartache they caused you. And for a lot of you, this person just really drained you. They drained your passions, your feeling of want to move forward. Wow, I literally just split the deck just holding it like this. Okay, look at that. Literally 6 of Wands in reverse. I was going to say 9 of Cups, though, in reverse. So really just signifying that for a lot of you, you lost your passion when it came to life and moving forward once this person, you figured out their motives. Because you started seeing this person for who they were and not who they portrayed themselves to be. They portrayed themselves to be very committed to you and the relationship and moving forward. And ultimately, they portrayed themselves to the third party this way as well. And this is what caused the stagnation, the confusion, and the illusions around everyone. Now, this person's next moves is to come in very emotional to both, and to, for some, apologize, to right the wrongs, to speak the truth, but to also speak the truth, not to make the decision. For others of you, this person's going to avoid the decision, but knows that they have to make it on their own. This is where it gets tricky and it comes into play. If this King of Cups energy does not decide between you and this other person, 95% of you are going to walk away. If they don't decide sooner than later between you and this other person, not only are 95% of you going to walk away, but 90% of this other person also will walk away upon discovering the full truth. It's like this third party has like a glimpse or a knowing that this person has feelings for you, but not an overall understanding of the depths of those feelings. Or the fact is that if given the choice and they were committed, for a lot of you, they want to be with you. Now, that's not for everyone. Remember, this is collective, but majority of you watching, they want to be with you if they had to choose. But they feel like they're in this limbo where they don't have to make a decision. And this is where the whole reading ties in. Now, with the Magician, this person's up to no good. They just think they're going to manifest their desired outcome. We're going to have to get a few more cards to clarify that energy, what they're thinking as the desired outcome. And we'll also get some messages, too, from this person. Chariot in reverse, they don't want to walk away from you. They don't want to see you walk away. It's literally the last thing they want. But they know, for a lot of you, if they don't hurry up and choose soon, that you're going to. That you've grown tired of wondering, are you good enough? Were you good enough? Or for a lot of you, you already know this. And if you don't, I'm here to tell you, you were always good enough. It was never about you. It was always about this person's insecurities and their own past traumas, making them have this fear of commitment that was holding them back from being loyal and faithful to you. With the Chariot in reverse, this person does not want you to walk away. They know that you bring them so much stability, happiness, longevity, and for a lot of you, a long-lasting commitment they would be happy in. But it's just this person that's not ready to commit. They felt like for so long, because they got away with this type of energy, they almost crave it. They want it more. They don't have the ability to master themselves in a sense where they tame themselves. They hold back that lust for love or feeling they have towards being in a relationship. They need to stay more focused on really truly alchemizing a relationship of loyalty and of honesty. With the Alchemist and the Magician, this person definitely thinks they are going to somehow manifest their way out of this situation. Now, with Child Divine there, you are a child of Divine. You are someone highly connected with your spirit team. There is no way for a second that Spirit is going to let this person do that to you. And for a lot of you, this person just wants to hold you up. For a lot of you, you've already tried to make your exit from this person, realizing that they aren't changing, they aren't committing. And this person wants to stop you from changing, from moving yourself, from walking away and finding that person that will give you that even reciprocity. This is the person's energy that they embody, your person. 3 of Wands in reverse, flighty, non-committal, slightly passionate, sometimes cold, sometimes unresponsive. This is the new energy you're walking into. 8 of Wands. Trustworthy, passionate, understanding, loving, committed. For a lot of you, this is the energy you've always wanted to be in and you thought you were with this past person before you realized what they were up to. With that Hierophant there, you're going to get that long-lasting commitment that you search for. Spirit says that's a promise, but for a lot of you, it's time to focus back on you. With this 9 of Cups in reverse, this person just wants to stall you from achieving your own wish fulfillment, and they're ultimately doing this to this other third party they have involved as well. Because you and this third party, the one thing that you do have in common, it's like you're both very opposite energies. But the one thing you do have in common is you both just want a long-lasting commitment, and first and foremost with this person, but second of all, you just want one in general. Because for a lot of you, you've decided you need to look elsewhere or to walk away in search of your own happiness. If this person doesn't decide soon, they think that they've got this third party under their wing. their knowledge, their knowing that they're going to stay committed to them. But the reality is this third party is going to walk away as well once they figure out who this person is and how they're not ready to commit. There you go. This person could be a Capricorn you're dealing with, and if not, they're just embodying toxic energy. Non-committal, flighty, thinks about themselves, doesn't think about who they're hurting. They're the type of person, too, when they're with you, they're really with you. They make you feel like you're the only person in the world for them. But then when they're gone, they do these unexcusable things that make you question everything they said or did before that. For some of you, it got to the point you wondered this person betrayed you so bad with this other party or multiple parties, you wondered if they even ever loved you. And for a lot of you, this person is in a very low vibrational, toxic state of being. They're unable to give love. They only take it, drain it, and manipulate it. And this is what turns you into that warrior archetype. By having the strength to walk away, if this is your story. By having the strength to literally walk away from this person. So I'm just shuffling this, just flew over. Ace of Swords, look at that. So in the past, this person was able to trick you, to deceive you with mind games, with illusions, wondering if you should stay or you should go. But at the end of the day, ultimately now, this person knows that, notice how there's a streak of light there. Divine and your spirit team was able to finally break through to you. To get you away from this mindset, this toxic person, and this toxic way of thinking. Because it's like for a lot of you, you were willing to set aside your own wish fulfillment in order to go after what this person wanted or to try and have that long-lasting commitment with this person. It didn't matter what they were putting you through. You were accepting it because you wanted to win the heart over of this person. But in reality, this wasn't a heart that you wanted to even win over. For a lot of you, this person wasn't able to give emotions or receive them. And for others of you, this person liked to control relationships. Whoever they were with, they needed to be in control of that partner in specific. And it was all in a way to make sure that they didn't leave. Because all said and done, this person that's dating you and the third party is more insecure than the both of you. This is why they have this illusion that they have the two of you. Because ultimately, in their mind, if one leaves and grows tired of them, instead of them hurting and feeling the pain of that, they have this other person already to fall back into and to forget about the person that walked away. So if you were that person that walked away from this person, this is how they're viewing this other energy and how they're treating the relationship. So they could be showering this other person with affection and love and doing all the things that they didn't do for you in the connection. For some of you, it's like things you complained about, or for others of you, it's like things you always wanted this person to do, but they just never did. Now, when it comes to this other connection, of course, everyone learns and grows. So they learned and grew to not make those mistakes. But in a way, it was to mask the fact that they knew if they continued the way that they were, they would lose the both of you. Now, if you've walked away, excuse me, from this person, just know that ultimately they're in regret. They're in a lot of regret for how they treated you, and they know that you're moving forward and they're trying to fall back into their safety blanket, which is this other relationship. 8 of Cups. They did it intentionally because they knew at some point you were going to grow tired of their non-committal ways and walk away from them. Especially if there was someone who was controlling you, but non-committal. It's like they didn't want you to have anyone else in your life or be able to have friends for some. To date, of course, no dating. But for some of you, you weren't even allowed to go out and have friends or do normal things. But then this person, you couldn't hear from them. You wouldn't hear from them. You wouldn't know what they were up to, where they were. They were either with this other party, this relationship, or they were with someone else, just on their own agenda. They were constantly dating others, putting you on the back burner, but telling you to put them on a pedestal. And for a lot of you, they placed you on this pedestal like you wouldn't ever leave. You wouldn't ever grow tired of their antics or what they put you through. For a lot of you, they thought that you wouldn't ever find the strength to go after your own dreams. See, this is when reality stepped in and divine had other plans, because ultimately you were sent in to this person as, for some of you, an earth angel, to really change their life for the better and to show them what it meant to be unconditionally loved. And this person walked all over you and left you out to dry. Now, the justice in this situation is, if you walked away and you felt no choice, you felt like you were forced to walk away from this person because of this third party, you will always get your Ace of Cups. You will get it with someone else. It just won't be this person. For others of you, this person knows they better decide soon between you and this other party so they don't lose both. I feel like they want to come back to you. But this message won't be for everyone that they're going to return. But for some of you, you walking away, them losing you, isn't an option to them. And for others of you, they're trying to manifest that. Like I said, they're trying to manifest this change all on their own without anyone really being aware of their motives, what they're up to. Thank you so much, everyone tuning in. Hopefully this is resonating for you. Definitely get some heavy energy, though. It's like this person knew what they were doing to you in this other relationship, but they thought they were going to alchemize their own way out of it. And ultimately, all they did was make you and this third party into warriors. You and whoever overcame this relationship. But I get the vibe that one person's still dating them. I feel like it's the third party for a lot of you. If you're a cross watcher, select few of you will be the third party watching, but majority. Wow. So when this person thought, or even for some of you, like told you, if you walked away from them, you were going to experience hardship, loss, and they didn't want to see you with anyone else. Death and rebirth, look at that. So someone told you basically endings were coming and you weren't going to be okay. And instead, a total rebirth happened. You were able to overcome all of that. Wow, so you're the Empress. You're embodying that energy right now. It's like things are about to shift big time in your life. And look at that. So ultimately, the overall with this is this person is not changing. They're continuing to stay in the toxic state that they're in. Wanting to stop others from moving forward. Having this new connection of love. And truly, for you, having a rebirth. For some of you, literally, you're going to have a family elsewhere with someone truly committed to you. For a select few of you, this person's toxic ways cost them having the family with you that they were supposed to have in this life path. On this life path, their journey was to have a family with you. Especially if you were committed or in a long-term commitment, as we had the Hierophant at the beginning. Or if you're a Taurus or a Libra. You were supposed to have a family with this person. And ultimately, they let their toxic, immature ways, non-committal ways, fearful ways, ruin their soulmate connection. And so if you've already walked away from this person definitely feels it. They know they need to make this decision. But for a lot of you, it's like Who knows if it's in this lifetime or it's in the next that this person will truly decide. King of Wands could be a fire sign as well. Aries, Leo, Sag. They're keeping an eye on you. If you've walked away from them and you're not communicating with them, they are not okay right now. They are very much in like protective mode. King of Swords in reverse. So King of Swords, typically cold, detached. But since it's in reverse, it's like they don't want to be. They want to be open and upfront with you about everything they put you through in the past or currently. But they know that they've put themselves in this position. And for a lot of you, they are just so fearful of you walking away and moving on. This person watched you glow up too. You either went through a spiritual transformation or a physical transformation, some sort of glow up, since the two of you have parted ways, have broken up. And for a select few of you, if you're still with this person and you know they're involved with someone else, the second you walk away from them, boom, new cycles of transformation in your life. Just from choosing self-love and choosing you, because this is what this person needs to learn. Five of Wands in reverse. They're like putting people in third-party situations and connections and competitions without being honest. For some of you, this person has more than just two people. They just are more casual on the quiet side, like hookups with the other people. So it's like they really are non-committal. Wow, two wands. And for a lot of you, you started to pick up on this energy. You could have lived with this person or been in a long-term commitment. So often they'd spend time at your house or theirs. And maybe you had plans with this person, or they would say they were coming and they would never show up. Or if they did, it would be really late and they would be intoxicated, or just like they wouldn't call at all. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Look at that. This person would drain finances as well from you, never adding to the connection. You could have started to notice about the third party when it came to that as well. So wow, the Four of Pentacles just slipped over because they know that you're someone nurturing and giving. So if you knew this person was in a struggle, you would always help them out and give them what they needed to get by. Say it was just like good words, someone to listen to. And others of you, sometimes it was material or just favors constantly, I feel like. Three of Wands in reverse and the Hangman. So look at that. This person's feeling stuck. They feel lost. They feel like they betrayed themselves by not choosing between you and this other person. Could be dealing with a Pisces as well. This person knows that the longer they leave everyone in limbo, the more that they're just taking away from their own happiness. Wow, the Hierophant at the bottom. And at the end of the day, all said and done, this person will never admit it, but they do want this long-term commitment. They just have such a fear of being hurt. And especially collective, I feel like they have a fear of being hurt by you. They really do. They have this long-lasting fear that you're going to leave and the marriage isn't going to work out, this commitment, this family life. And this is why they have someone on the sides. And for a lot of you, like have since the beginning of your connection. For some of you, they always felt like you were too good for them. Like they weren't able to have this relationship, so they were insecure. They acted really insecure and acted like it wasn't the relationship for them. For some of you, they even told friends and family it wasn't the relationship for them. But meanwhile now, in the sidelines here, this is how they feel when they're all by themselves. Feeling stuck. Committed to another life that doesn't make them happy. Your person knows whatever they did to choose two relationships ultimately wasn't the right decision, because they either know they're going to lose both of you and both of you are going to be really hurt by this, or if not, both of you are definitely really hurt, and for sure the one that they want to be with is going to walk away. Because whoever it is that they want to be with more, for a lot of you collective, it is you, but a select few of you, it could be the opposite, right? Say you are also a cross watcher watching, could be you. But for a lot of you, this person knows that whoever the person they truly want to be with finds out about everything or really realizes the extent of everything that's gone on, their justice, their karma is to walk away and to find a relationship elsewhere. And this is why your person is so heartbroken and tried to deceive everybody and play the games they did and alchemize a perfect outcome, a win-win outcome for them. Could have been dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. But ultimately, this person knows by being selfish, they've got themselves in some sort of pickle. They need to make a decision. Moving forward, your person feels in this energy like they're not sure. They feel like neither decision they make is a good decision, but their spirit team is really urging them to just start being honest. And it's like, if you've already walked away, the least they can do is start being honest with the person that they're still connected to. Whether that's you or this third party. They need to be honest with that person before they lose the both of you. And then if, say, this person has the free will to decide, then they can move forward and talk to you or whoever it is that may not be talking to them. But it's like, instead of this person being in limbo and being so undecided, that's when the universe is saying, okay, well, if you want to be cold, detached, and calculated from everyone, then this is how the truth will be brought out. So ultimately, it's like they're being they're being told, rather, that they need to be honest and choose between the two of you. 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I see you on a solo journey, walking away from this person for a lot of you. Choosing self-love, choosing to become the only person you can count on is you, right? Realizing that this Emperor in reverse here, whoever this is, they literally had ulterior motives. And it wasn't because they didn't love you. It wasn't because they didn't see this connection the same way you did. Because for a lot of you, you were confused because you saw them as a soulmate connection or as a twin flame. But then when it came down to the connection, they threw you off, they took from you, and they gave you an unbalanced work and home life. The thing is, ultimately, this person knew that you had a strong connection, but they let their fears of commitment really get in the way and really prevent the two of you from ever having some sort of healthy union. Because like I said from the get-go, for some of you, this person literally was doing this the entire time. The entire time that you happened to be in the connection with them, they had other options on the side. They were always entertaining, and Spirit was constantly trying to give you downloads. For some of you, you could have spent, like I said, countless nights at home wondering where this person was, why you weren't included in the plans. And this person could have even said they were with you, but ultimately they were with someone else. And that was the truth of the matter. For a lot of you, this person had someone they were just casually friends with on the side too, even, that's outside of you and this person. This person was the most non-committal it got. They knew that at the end of the day, they didn't care about karma, didn't care about balance, didn't care about who was being hurt. And this is why now they feel it so strongly. Because they tried to just leave you out in the cold and move forward with this other relationship once you discovered the truth. And for a lot of you, this third party has either caught on or, like I said, is on their way to figuring out the full truth. To realizing that this person's heart lies with you. And that they're just there to pass the time. They're just really there passing the time with this person as they're trying to come back to you. So this is the sad reality of where the situation has gone to. And not only have you grown from this situation, but this third party has grown as well. Because they're learning the same lessons that you are in a different way. And of course, they've got a few of their own lessons. But for a lot of them, it's all about confidence and self-love and choosing to go it alone when you're being put in difficult situations that no longer serve you. So for a lot of you, what's really coming up is the whole fact of the matter is this DM knows if they don't choose soon, something's going to happen. They're either going to lose both of you, or definitely you for sure, which is the person that they're aiming to be with. We're going to clear these up and get some love messages from your person. See if there's anything they wish they could say to you throughout this situation. And go ahead and like the video if this is resonating for you. I do appreciate the support. Let's see what we've got from your person directly, especially if you're in no contact. Is there anything they wish they could say to you regarding this situation? Okay, so a couple, just 2 flew out, so we'll get a few more. Okay. First message out from your person says, what do you think about reconnecting? So that's for you if you're in a disconnection from this person. Says, there's just something about you. I can't quite put my finger on it yet, but I know I can't get you off my mind. So this person knows. I'm unsure how to approach our connection lately. And then we've got, I want to be in a committed relationship with you. This time I'm ready. We both need to take the time to heal right now, as hard as it is to be apart. I kind of like being single. Well, there you go. I feel like this is the energy this person is in when it comes to both you and this other party. I am following my heart, and my heart leads me to you every time. Every time I try to run, my emotions get the better of me. I love you. And wow, heavy last message. I'm thinking about you at this exact moment. So your person definitely knows they need to come up with a solution. They have this deep love for you, and they know that they can't stand losing you. They just aren't sure how to approach the situation, especially if they've gotten themselves either involved with someone else kind of deeply, or if they're just fully single and have told people that they aren't returning to the connection with you. They feel like there's just things that have gotten in the way. And a lot of this has to do with themselves and their own vibe, but ultimately they haven't had the courage to make these decisions for their own life yet. Coming up in the soon future, that's definitely what's happening. This person is going to be able to really come to an understanding as to where they need to go next when it comes to the connection with you and this relationship. So it's really beautiful energy to see. I feel like this person definitely wants to reach out to you though, and it's almost like they want to come clean and be truthful about the past, what happened. Wow, I know I said things I regret, so there you go. Definitely getting the vibe from this person. Maybe for some of you, you could have had a falling out with this person as they walked away. They could have thought they were just going to make it the end of this connection, and then little did they know once you walked away is when they really realized that they never wanted you to walk away. So it says, I communicate to you through music. Sometimes when you hear a song and you think of me, it's a sign. So your person likes to communicate to you through different songs. You could hear it on the radio, or maybe even in a movie or a TV show. Something that reminds you of this person when you hear the lyrics. Definitely them trying to communicate to you that they long to be in some sort of reconnection with you. For a lot of you, this person longs for that feeling. It's like no matter who they're with or who they date, their heart follows them back to you every time, because they know that the connection you have is real, it's rare, and for a lot of you, it took years to build up this strong bond and connection that you have. And even though it took years to do so, it was an instant connection that you felt. And it's like this person has gone elsewhere trying to look to replicate this type of energy or relationship with someone else, and even with the third party that they're currently involved in, but they're unable to do so. And so now it's just got them feeling like they have no idea how to approach everything with you. They feel lost, but they know at the same time that they need to come back to you. So definitely some heavy energy to be in for sure. Feeling like your person knows if they don't choose soon, they're going to lose the two of you. And it's like, that is not an option, is what it feels like for this person. This person knows that when it comes to you, you are where their heart belongs. But then at the same time, they got this whole motto going on. So definitely a lot of confusion coming out of the connection with your person. I feel like Spirit is almost advising you to give this person the space right now to really decide what it is they want. Not only with you and the relationship, but out of life. So look at that. It says, you are not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community. So right now you're being urged to reach out to those that matter to you, family member, friends, those that can help you in the process of possibly suffering through this situation or feeling like you aren't able to communicate. Beautiful. One more message here, and this is a really important one that came out. Big picture thinking. Pilates energy, visionary, inspired ideas. Absolutely beautiful. So they want you to transmute all this energy that you're feeling of loss or regret or a sense of stagnancy when it comes to your connection, your relationship, into you, into the bigger picture, and into the final goal. It's like, where are you headed next? What are you up to? What are you about to achieve? Spirit wants you to focus on that. And for some of you, it's going to have to do with your inner chakras, or even with the fact that you could be a light worker. So really beautiful to see there. I really hope this reading could resonate for you. And just know that it looks like overall this DM is very much so confused. I feel like if you're still in their energy, this is why. Because even though you could be separated from them, they still don't actually realize the extent of you leaving. Like, they don't feel like you fully walked away yet. So it's not going to be until this comes to an end, or they have to make a decision between you and someone else, that the cycle begins anew, that change comes in. Because ultimately then this person is either having to tell the truth to the two relationships, or the truth was discovered and moving forward the decision will be made. And that's the best option for everyone. Once this finally comes out, it'll bring a big sense of peace for your person, because they've been struggling with this emotionally, it seems like, for a long time, whether they should move forward with this third party or reconnect. I feel like for a lot of you, you must have been the person that they previously dated, and this other person is either a newer connection they're with now, or was just a less serious connection. Ultimately, though, decision time is coming. This person knows that they can't keep you on hold much longer, because Spirit says every time they keep you on hold, the more you glow up, the more you grow as a person, and the more you're learning how to be independent and free of this connection. The more you're learning how to trust in divine timing and the universe to bring you in someone who truly values you and reciprocates the love and energy that you provide in a connection. So just know this is the vibe that's coming in soon. Things are about to shift for the better. We've got I Remember, Soul Plane, the Fated Life versus the Destiny Life. I love this one because this really symbolizes sometimes the plan and vision that we have for our lives isn't quite how divine sees it, but know that whatever divine has planned for you is ultimately going to exceed any expectations you once had, as long as you remain focused and follow the path and just trust and lead in light and love, of course. So we're going to leave that there. I really hope that could resonate for you. And thank you so much for watching. If it did, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, take care.